Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jiordana Saade and I'm a holistic nutritionist, and today I'm here to talk to you about the importance of your liver and everything that you can do to make sure it stays healthy. So the liver is one of the largest and most important organs in the body, and that's because it has so many different roles. It's responsible for things like all of your detoxification, for protein synthesis, for the production of gastric juices, and it plays an important role in digestion. And it's also responsible for the production and excretion of all of your hormones. So it plays a role in many different systems of the body, including the digestive and the endocrine system. You may ask, why even bother focusing on your liver health? Well, on a daily basis, we're actually exposed to over 700,000 different toxins. Some of these toxins are coming from pollutants in the environment, and some from pesticides in food, and a large majority of them are coming from our body products, including like toothpaste or shampoo and conditioner. So because the liver has so many jobs to do, and we're exposed to so many different toxins, it's very easy for the liver to become overwhelmed. And that's why we need to really help our detoxification process along. The detoxification process is pretty complicated, but I'm going to try and simplify it for you. So basically, all toxins that we're exposed to are fat soluble, which means that they need to be attached to a fat in order to be absorbed and eliminated through the body. So one of the liver's main jobs is to convert these fat soluble toxins into water soluble toxins. And in order to do that, there are two phases of detoxification that these toxins must go through. Each phase requires its own set of nutrients in order to convert things from fat soluble to water soluble, so that they can eventually be excreted through the bile or urine or fecal matter. So for phase 1 detox, some of the nutrients that are required are things like glutathione and a lot of the B vitamins, so B3, B6, B12, as well as folic acid. And some of the nutrients that are required for phase 2 detox are methionine, cysteine, choline is another one, as well as vitamin C and magnesium. When the liver becomes overwhelmed, that's when we start to see some symptoms. I'm going to go through just a really short list, and if you recognize any of these symptoms, it might be a sign that your liver needs some help. The first symptom would be skin issues, so this is a huge one. Any rashes, eczema, or psoriasis, as well as acne, particularly on the chest and back or on the forehead. These are all very, very common symptoms that the liver is in a little need of help, as well as stubborn fat and cellulite, or liver spots. They can be located on the face or on the hands, as well as allergies, both seasonal and food allergies. Chronic fatigue syndrome, so an overloaded liver really affects your energy levels as well. Any hormonal disruptions, so PMS or PCOS or endometriosis, another sign that the liver needs some help, as well as any type of emotional outburst. So the liver is actually very closely related to the emotion of anger. So whenever if you suffer from mood swings or emotional outbursts, you might want to take a look at the liver as well. And constipation or bowel changes, as well as sleep disturbances, and then bloodshot or yellow tinted eyes, so jaundice looking eyes. So now that you know what to look out for, I'm going to tell you what you can do about it. These are 3 of my favorite supplements. They're all by Nutridom, and they all help to support the liver in different ways. The first one is dandelion. So contrary to belief, it's not just a stubborn weed. Dandelion's actually been used therapeutically for thousands of years to treat liver disorders. One of the benefits of dandelion is it's a bitter, so it's going to help to promote bile production. And bile is responsible for emulsifying, or that's just a fancy word for breaking down fat. So it's really important for the absorption and excretion of fats. As well as dandelion is highly nutritious, and it contains a lot of the nutrients that the liver needs for phase 1 and phase 2 detox. For example, dandelion is really high in a chemical called choline or phosphatidylcholine. Choline is really important to protect the integrity of the healthy cells inside the liver. It prevents those healthy cells from being infiltrated by harmful toxins. Another benefit of dandelion is it's going to be really helpful for digestive upsets. So you can take it in a tea or in the capsules that we have here. The recommended dose is 2 capsules twice a day. I really recommend that you split that up and you do 2 capsules with breakfast and then 2 capsules with dinner, or 2 capsules with your 2 largest meals. The second supplement I'd like to talk about is NAC. So this is a really special supplement. It's short for N-acetylcysteine. And if you recall, for phase 2 detox, we do need cysteine. So N-acetylcysteine is really going to help with that phase 2 detox, as well as it's very anti-inflammatory and it's a powerful antioxidant as it's sulfur containing. So this powerful antioxidant is going to be really helpful for preventing any of the mucus producing disorders. So allergies, as well as any of the bronchial congestion. You're going to need to take 1 capsule per day. So you can choose to take it with breakfast or with dinner. Sometimes I like dinner because then it can help with the liver detoxing overnight, but it's entirely up to you. The third supplement I'm going to talk about is milk thistle. So milk thistle is one of the #1 studied herbs for the liver. If you're interested, there's a lot of research out there. I encourage you to check it out. But the main thing for milk thistle is that it's going to help to support liver detox. It also helps to protect the healthy cells and inhibits the toxins from entering those cells, and as well as stabilizes the liver membrane and helps with protein synthesis as well. It's a really, really, really great herb to use. It also helps with the production of bile, similar to dandelion. But basically you're going to want to take 1 capsule 2 times a day, and it's really important that this one is away from foods. So either 30 minutes before a meal or 2 hours after. Other than supplementation, I think it's really important to talk about diet and lifestyle as well. So as I mentioned, one of the ways that our liver becomes overloaded is by types of foods that we're eating. So the processed foods and foods that are heavily sprayed with pesticides are going to be really important to try and keep out of your diet or to limit as much as possible. The other thing to mention is things like grapefruit or lemons and limes, or like the dandelion tea, are really helpful food products that you can introduce into your daily routine that can give your liver a little bit of a break. Now, if you're on any pharmaceutical medications, I would check with your doctor first before you start eating grapefruit, as grapefruit is such a powerful detoxer that it actually can detox your medications right out of your liver. So it's important to check with your physician first. And the other thing that I wanted to mention was just make sure that you're getting a decent amount of sleep. The liver tends to rejuvenate between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. in the morning. So to make sure that you're asleep at that time, between those hours, is very vital for the liver to be able to rejuvenate and reset for the next day. Anyways, I hope that was helpful. As always, if there are any questions, please leave it in the comments below, and we'll be happy to answer them. If you have any other ideas for hot nutritional topics, you can also leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be with you next week on a brand new topic.